Alright. Let's make sure everything's good to go. CPU good, FPS good, bandwidth, wavelength, no drops, no packets. All good. Okay. We'll get started now in a couple of minutes. I'll do a quick warm-up and then we'll jump right in deep end first. Speaking of, actually, you can swim in this now, right? If I recall correctly. How do I dive again? What's dive again? What's the dive one again? Oh. How do you dive again? I know you can do it on mount, but... No. Come on, one of these has to be dive. What's dive again? Crap. What's dive again? Oh, I have to. Oh, sorry. Control space. Okay. Okay. There we go. All right. You know, I remember when they added this. This is a recent addition. So let me lower that a tiny smidge. I remember they added underwater into Upper Linosia. It was a very late addition, and it happened in Endwalker, as I recall correctly. But I don't recall why they added it. I'm not complaining, but as far as I was aware, it didn't come with any accompanying quests or anything else like that. I mean, I like it. I remember searching the depths entirely, and there was no Easter eggs that I could see. I mean, you could see the foundations of the palace and the outer, I don't know what you'd call them, but the outer structures. But as I recall, there was nothing actually down here. But I always found that as a wasted opportunity. I mean, I'll search it again, but I'm just going to assume there's some sort of gathering quest that's related to this, because aside from the NPC fish wandering around, there's no mobs, there's no interactables that I can see, there's no standout topography. It's just this. Working while catching what I can. Yeah, go for it. Happy Friday, by the way, GT. Yeah, I'm going to get started now in a second. I'm treating this as my warm-up, essentially. Upper Linosia is one of, if not my favorite zones. So, it's early afternoon here in this... Yeah, fair. They kind of added it for the lulz. Yeah, that's essentially the vibe I get from it. But it's not like as I've said 3 times already, I'm not complaining that they added it. I mean, this is one of, if not my favorite zones. Like, I can remember... Oh, it's over here, actually. I can remember in A Realm Reborn when I was leveling my fishing. It's probably one of my stronger memories of A Realm Reborn, actually, now that I think about it. I remember it was kind of like a zen moment for me, that I was standing right beside the trading post here, fishing for hours, as I recall correctly, just grinding my leveling, trying to get to level 50. So I can remember standing... Damn it, Mel, what are you doing here? Mel's following me around. Let's see. Yeah, I remember fishing from this spot. Primarily because I loved the view. I loved looking at this and just going, that's amazing. But, yeah, the fact that they just added it. I mean, let's think about it for a second. They added underwater interactions with Stormblood, with the introduction of large-scale areas. And they kind of just ignored the mechanic afterwards, because I think a lot of people reacted kind of negatively to it. I mean, I liked it. But I did understand why some people didn't, because there wasn't really much to do once you were down there. I mean, if they filled it with Easter eggs, I think that would have been amazing. Like, the Ruby Sea has Easter eggs. Like, it has the Kobayashi Maru stuck in the corner. And it has a few other bits and bobs, the giant shark and stuff. But this one just, like, it has ruins, and it shows us essentially what the ruins underwater look like. But there's nothing else to it. Perhaps it's something they'll revisit, considering the fact that Nim is now coming back into the forefront along with Amdapor and Mac. Perhaps they'll revisit this. Maybe we end up diving down looking for something, but as far as I can see, there's nothing down here. There's just foundations of the structures above. And like I think during Nim's time, this place wasn't underwater either, as far as I was aware. So it's a peculiar thing just to add all of this detail. So like, somebody had to design this and add it. And yeah, I guess people probably just said it, like, why can't you dive into Bronze Lake? So it just would have been nice, like, add a few. I would have liked to have seen like buried statues. Like, if you're diving underwater next to the city of Alexandria in Egypt, you'll see statues and stuff like that that are buried in the soil, or the sand rather. I would have likened that. But I wasn't following you. I was looking for the giant tonberry. Fair enough. The giant. Oh, you're looking for Marbury. Okay. I don't recall seeing our Blue Lantern gentleman. He's usually knocking around though, our giant. I'm hoping for Thornberries. Considering the fact that Nim is playing a part in Shade's Triangle, we're just gonna assume that the Green Death actually spread that far. So I'd be hopeful to see. Look at these two just having a chat. This is what I always loved about, especially in A Realm Reborn, the mobs that they put in place all look like they're having an interaction. So these guys are talking to each other. But if you go to the mobs in the Shroud, for example, you'll see a lot of them will be talking to each other, just going about their daily lives until we rock up and end up just killing them. Like, this guy seems pretty ticked off. He's kind of like a bit irate at the moment, so he's obviously annoyed to be standing around here. Like, these ones aren't really interacting as much. Oh, you found Marbury. Nice. Yeah, so we're going to get started now in a couple of minutes. Actually, no, we'll get started now in a second. I think I'll just do it. Oh, there's my boy. Hello, my boy. I remember him dying. I remember this fate dies so fast. So, if I... Watch, this thing will die super quickly, as I recall correctly. Actually, not so quick. Wyrmbo, I need your help. Well, I don't need your help, but I just want to get this done quickly. The Unteki, yeah, exactly. They're the ones that I was talking about. The Seekers. Yeah, the Seekers in the Shroud. They do a lot of interacting with each other. They're going around cooking meals. They're talking to each other. They're checking their weapons out. You know, stuff. Yeah, this thing's dying really quick. I always remember this fate just dying super fast. Okay. Come on, die already. Would you just die already? Fly fish? Okay. And we're gone. We can all remember that first time we were leveling our gatherers. As probably one of my stronger memories for leveling them. This is a part of the map you'd rarely visit, you know that? You'd rarely find yourself out here. But there's still ruins of Nim, just like everywhere else. Makes me wonder how much of Nim was lost. Either way, alright, so you started pre-gathering for 722. I think I tuned into the live letter at a point where they said that it's going to be, you're going to be able to utilize lower level gatherers and crafters for the cosmic exploration. If so, I'm really glad about that, because I have not leveled a single one of my crafters or gatherers to level 100. I'm such a criminal in that regard, but I've been hitting the books a bit too much and not focusing on my craft. Sorry. Right, so let me just put myself somewhere else here. So we'll head to solution 9, and then I'm going to get started. We're going to break down this entire live letter and the trailer from a lore perspective. So I'll put myself in my usual spot. Against my inner judgment, I'll use an Aetherite. I never usually use Aetherites. I try to avoid them, like the plague almost, because I like to walk. But me walking around on my own and you watching me have to walk around on my own are not two things that are going to go very well. Right, so let's get started. I suppose first I'll need to open up the... No, I'll stop the music first. Let's start by watching the full trailer. So I've only watched the trailer twice. I watched the one when the live stream started, but I had drills going on in the background, so I could barely listen to it. And then I watched it again, and there was still drills going on. So you get to discuss the lore impact of Jog. What the heck is Jog? What's Jog when it's at home? Right. So yeah, that's in English. That's fine. All right. So let's get started and rewatch this. Peggy Teen. Why is the quality? Blech. I think it's because I'm watching it through this, isn't it? Okay.
Head and Shoulders.
What? Head and Shoulders off. I do not pay premium to be told about Head and Shoulders. Go away. Head and Shoulders. That's over here. Right. As soon as I saw that pyramid.
Immemorial, life has used death to facilitate adaptation in an ever-changing environment.
Now, the guy who's narrating this entire trailer, I'm assuming it's the guy with the... What do you call this? Where they have the tube in his neck, so that's either feeding him something or connecting him to something. But he's the one that I believe is narrating this entire trailer. It's just all let over.
The old and infirm are weeded out, allowing the species to thrive. Generational succession.
There are beasts ahead of you. They must have gotten in and made themselves at home. I'm detecting something. You'll have to deal with it to continue on. Even during the war, the people labored to maintain the castle. It meant a lot to them.
Precise measurements. Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error. That is the most expeditious course of action. That will do. We have enough to proceed with an analysis.
I really need to catch up with Wyrm.
died.
Sweet.
Whatever do you mean?
We ask that all recipients equip their regulators and promptly complete device registration.
Ultimately, what you think is immaterial. For the seeds we've sown have already quickened.
I will show you the soul of a royal knight!
Go on, Beatrix.
The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it.
The evolution of our kind is at hand. Together we shall rise above death and bask in the infinite possibilities of eternal life.
I love that fight.
We have important business with you. We left something in your keeping, the key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us, yes?
Yeah, nice to be back. Seekers of Eternity. Seekers of Living Forever, essentially. Was there something else at the end? No? Okay. No? Yeah. Okay. Alright, so that's the full trailer. It was a good trailer. I enjoyed watching that trailer the first time and the second time, even though I couldn't listen to it that well. Now, let's break down the trailer itself. So, we'll go with the music again. We'll mute this. Actually, no, we won't mute this because I need to listen to him. So, the narrator of the trailer itself, the person with the implant in his or her neck, I'm fairly certain it's a he. I believe that's not him actually talking to us. I think what we're witnessing is a report. So it's likely a report that's being played through a computer. So we're probably getting a record of his work or why he's doing what he's doing. So I think that's where we're watching it out of context. So it's not like him just going, dictating his entire life's work to us, essentially. Now, I love this. Look at that. Limion architecture intact. That is just gorgeous. A house, a square. Like, oh, the expansion of Limion architecture is so good. I really like that. I'm really happy about that. So, I'm really happy they added that in. This is, what I'm assuming is because I was looking over the description of patch 7.2. Let's see. Dawn Trail, that's the one. So it describes it here. So, betwixt Eorzea and Taral lies Shade's Triangle, a wave-watch grave to untold souls. Join one legendary explorer and his intrepid crew, as they chart a course for these fearsome waters and unravel the mystery that swirls therein. So, this is a ship that either belongs to or was, I'd assume, rented or loaned by Merlwyb to him for this expedition. I'm going to assume this is his original ship that was probably just left somewhere for decades. Whether or not it's his original crew, I doubt it. Maybe a couple of bits of his original crew, but either way, he's deeming necessary to go out onto the sea once more, looking for the great unknowns, and what's better than Shade's Triangle? So we're accompanying him and his crew.
Are weeded out, allowing the species to thrive.
And then you have the, again, Limion architecture. This is how it's originally introduced to us. And then
Generational succession.
we saw, yeah, the wildlife, of course. The Amdapori architecture with the statues that do come alive again. So a lot of the stuff that we're familiar with about Nim, Amdapor, and Mac are coming back to the forefront. So the statues that come alive, which are void sent.
There are beasts ahead of you.
the living wall with these weird looking faces in the sides as well. So that's rather unusual as well. I love the fact that it spins around though. I'm assuming that, yeah, so that'll knock us off as well. So looking forward to that. Then we have a white magic creation, which is right here. So it looks like they're fighting their way through the occult. And it's a mixture of, I'd say likely, it seems like mostly Amdapori enemies that are just fighting at the moment. So it's not fighting Mach enemies, and it's not fighting Limion enemies either. But Limion enemies, see, that's the thing. The Limion enemies we don't really know much about. Like, we know what Amdapor used to fight in the war. We know what Machi used to fight in the war. We don't really know what Nim used to fight in the war. We know they had Marauders, we know they had Scholars, and we know they had a number of other different combatants, but we don't really understand exactly what they are. So, other than that, so I'd be interested to see what else Nim actually uses in combat. And then you have this weird ass shadow walking around inside a Amdapor or a Limion structure.
I'm detecting something.
What is it?
I'm detecting something.
What is it? It's interesting, isn't it? What is it?
Detecting something. You'll have to deal with it to continue.
And then you have... Okay. Right, so what are we looking at here? I recognize these. Okay, so this is an Amdapori rune, I think, by the looks of it. Big shark, again. I'm assuming this is one of the new jobs that's been added in. I like this. Take a look at this.
Or the people labored to maintain.
Take a look at the it has a bunch of augmentation, so it's a dragon. Definite dragon. It's a different style of dragon. We haven't seen a dragon like this before. It has augmentations on its wings, and it has these neural links around its neck. I don't think this is Shade's Triangle though. I think this is actually within... Well, I would have said it was in Castle Alexandria, to be honest.
In the castle.
It looks like Castle... it kind of looked like it, but I think this is within the occult again. And here's more Amdapori creations, utilizing white magic to make them so. Don't know what this is though, it's rather unusual. But I do like the inner structure here. Take a look at that. That is really cool looking.
So, it meant a lot to them.
Yeah, so this is him still dictating again what's going on. I'm assuming this is us watching his recording of what he's talking about. That's cool, I like that. And here's this screen. Looking to interrupt this communication. Not much I need to say about the cosmic exploration.
Precise measurements. Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error.
So
We have enough to proceed with an analysis.
Look at Nashu just being held there, just like, I've got her. He is really a badass now. I assume he's like this now. He's more of a badass by the looks of it now. I'm assuming this is Hildebrand, right? Or not somebody who just looks like him. Is this possible? Actually, no, I don't want spoilers. And I don't want to spoil anybody else either. I would have thought for a second this was the Hildebrand of the Night Reflection. I don't know. I don't know. I have to play the Hildebrand storyline. I still haven't played it. I haven't done it yet, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I've been focusing on a lot of different things, but the Hildebrand storyline I haven't focused on. I usually end up leaving Hildebrand till the end, and I binge it. I usually binge Hildebrand all in one go, but maybe I do actually need to do it. So I think I'm probably missing some important elements. So maybe from a lore perspective, and for a lore need, I need to do it. Yeah, Cloudy, I will do it. I will do it. So this is an elaboration of the screenshot that we got before. So Warrior of Light is still pissed off. She's going to get up and turn around, and she's still upset, obviously. But I think that's confirmation there that it is Fiend that was walking around. And obviously something's going on. I think whatever the guy did to turn off the power got this to happen. I think there's lightning strikes as well.
Whatever do you mean?
And now my fate... Are they introducing Seal Rock back into PvP? Is this why this is being shown?
We ask that all recipients equip their regulators and promptly complete device.
That is Fiend, right? Yeah, that is Fiend. Right? Or it's one of the Fiends. It's the new Fiend 3.0.
Device registration.
And there, Castle Alexandria. Oh, I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that dungeon. It's been a while since I've been super excited about a dungeon like this, but oh.
Ultimately,
Now take a look at that. That's interesting. This jumped out at me right away. You may recognize this if you played Final Fantasy IX. It's the statue mob that you fight in Kuja's castle. And I remember it fondly and vividly because it's the part of the story where you have to split your party in two. So you have one party rocking around Kuja's castle and the other party going to Eilvert, and you end up facing Ark, and you have to decide who are you going to end up pinning Garnet with because she's pretty much useless. I usually end up sending her to Eilvert. But this guy he's the last enemy you fight while wandering around Kuja's castle. And I remember him for one reason. Because I always usually have Amaranth with me at that stage. And I end up throwing every single weapon that I'm not using. Because I don't usually use Amaranth during my 9 playthroughs. So when I get to this enemy, I end up using Amaranth to throw every expensive weapon that I have that I'm never going to use at this enemy. And I usually deal with it very efficiently, primarily because I wasted so many weapons by Amaranth throwing them at it.
ultimately, what you think is immaterial.
Oh yeah, there she is. Hang on. I just noticed that now.
You think
Yeah, there she is, look. Hello. Oh, do you know what this is? So, further on in this trailer, we noticed that we got struck by lightning. So I think this is where this happened. So we got struck by lightning.
what you
Yeah, so we're there. Oh god. Yeah, so there we are. We got struck by lightning. We're still okay though. But Kitten's looking after us. And there's the other Sphene. Yeah. That's definitely her. And then Evil Sphene's coming out. So
you think
interesting. The
is
whole city's dark.
immaterial.
Beatrix.
For the
She looks
seeds
so
we've
good.
sown have already quickened.
Evil.
I will show you the soul of a royal knight.
Save the queen. I love that sword. I really
The
love that
people
sword.
have glimpsed hope in transcending death.
Look at her. She's so adorable. I love her form. What did she actually use? Let's think about that for a second. What did she use? What does she absorb in order to become this? Do we see, like... Yeah, the Disco Sky is going to be fun. But I'm a sucker for Lalafell. Sue me. Wonder what she absorbed. I don't see any evidence of anything around that she could have absorbed. It's usually themed. Kind of. But she didn't take any characteristics that I can tell. I mean, she kind of looks like a slime. Now that I think about it. Is it possible she absorbed, I don't know, a pudding? Like a giant pudding? Maybe she absorbed a pudding? I'm gonna say it. She absorbed a pudding. And that's why she has these all quirky abilities.
And they can
Yeah, I'm gonna say pudding. That's my guess. My guess is pudding.
turn away
And this guy looks so cool, doesn't he? He looks like a Gundam. Do you know what he looks like? He looks like Ariel from Witch of Mercury. He does look really good. Where's Disco guy? Oh, they don't show this guy. So, they're mixing this up here like he's shutting it off. Do we think that? Do we think he's the one shutting things off and then he presses the button? Disco! And then, what is this? I'm assuming this is the final fight. So, I think it's plainly obvious what he absorbed. So he absorbed, a Cleitops? What the hell do you call it? The one-eyed gazer. It's a gazer. Yeah, it's a gazer. Or that's one of them, anyway. In combination with something else. I think he absorbed two things. A gazer and something else that caused him to have all these plant-like abilities, multiple legs, and the upper torso of a gazer. Or a morble. That's a good point. Actually, now that I look at it, it might be a mixture of a gazer and a morble. Or maybe he just absorbed a morble and he just took on some of the weird characteristics. But this looks like fun. He looks like a caster as well. I'm not really sure. Oh, well, until that point. Dun dun. Anything here? That's a pretty picture. Look at that picture. Isn't that so nice? Look at that. I hope they release the artwork for this, you know that? Just put it on the website or something. A belladonna is actually a good point. Yeah, a belladonna might actually be... because it has multiple legs, it has the flowers. That's a good point. Belladonna might actually be the proper one. I want this art. I really want that art. I wonder if I can capture that in-game and just... do disco stew. I don't think this is him striking us, to be honest. Although, frick me, did he strike us? Now, at first, do you know what? When I first watched this, I thought the lightning strike was part of the Arcadian storyline. So I thought it was, what's her name, coming to try and steal our soul. So she waited until our back was turned and then struck us with lightning in order to try and steal our soul. That was until I saw Wyrmlimion, because Wyrmlimion wouldn't be involved in the Arcadian, as far as we're aware. And then the power goes off. Sphene. And then him.
Important business with you.
So I think he's talking through her. So this is just like a puppet, and he's talking through her.
We left something in your key.
Now, somebody said this to me today. If that's possibly Sphene. What do we think? What are we thinking? Could that be another version of Sphene? Perhaps the original body of Sphene? It kind of does, like, some of the facial features kind of do strike me that way. Like, the artwork we saw doesn't.
The key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us.
So, we can obviously know what they're seeking now, because they said they want the key to interdimensional fusion. We knew the key was going to come back into play at some point. I wasn't expecting it in 7.2, to be honest. But I'm assuming they're trying to... Well, you'd only need the key for one thing. Interdimensional fusion. Which is what they said. So, what are they trying to do? Are they trying to merge the rest of the Ninth Reflection with Aetheris? Or are they trying to undo what they did before? So, it's entirely plausible. Like, we're assuming he's a member of Preservation. But it's entirely possible that the partial merging of Alexandria onto the Source was not something that he wanted to happen. Like, we know that they needed to escape because the Ninth was going down quickly. and they needed a fresh batch of Aether and souls, you know. But it might have been not exactly what they wanted to happen. So maybe they're trying to undo it, or maybe they're trying to escalate things even further by bringing more of the Night Reflection over. But I don't think that's going to happen because game mechanics. They're not going to add new areas or anything else like that. So could be background stuff that we never end up seeing or going to, but you never know. And then the trailer essentially ends from there. So good trailer. I enjoyed it. Had a great time watching that, and I had a great time breaking it down. So let's see the Arcadian here real quick, just before I jump into the live letter and start going through everything. So the Unstoppable Unstart dominated the light heavyweight division of the Ascension Arcadia Championship, earning the right to compete in the next tier. But behind the flashy thrills of the realm's premier entertainment, tensions rise among the young fighters who face the looming threat of psychonecrosis. Tensions rise among the young fighters. That's an interesting one. So that essentially tells us that there are many parties that are actually facing psychonecrosis now. And we already knew there was people who actually succumbed to psychonecrosis, and other people were symptomatic. But maybe things are starting to escalate because more and more people are succumbing to psychonecrosis. So I have a feeling this is all just going to get addressed in the end, but it's possible that they might be looking for a cure, and then all of a sudden they find out, oh, this guy has a very dense soul, and apparently if we get that, everybody's going to be coming after us. Maybe that's the reason we have to compete again, is because they're all going to be coming after us. She's cute. Look at that. Cute. Right, where's the live letter? Give me a sec here. Do 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 do. I can see a lot of content creators have already done summaries and breakdowns and stuff like that. That's fair. Very fair. I don't chase trends though, which is why I'm not making a video about it. I'm just doing a stream because I want to stream. Right. I noticed people before it starts. Have you noticed that I really like this? Like, if you weren't paying attention to it, they've changed the layout since the last stream as well. They had the same layout. So what's back there is actually the cityscape. So it's the actual cityscape of wherever they're broadcasting from. I can't remember what part of Japan they're broadcasting from again, but it's the city outside there with all the marketing and all changing. It's really cool. I really like the fact that they put all that in there. So you can see the entire city and its branding just going normally outside. And you can tell like Japan does this all the time. Like they have branding and all on the windows and buildings and stuff. IKEA. And then you have all these things mixed around. I really like that. I love this. That's really cute. Right. A lot of people were going on about the merchandise. That's cute. I really like that. So if I was going to get something, I'd definitely get that. Especially that. I'm assuming that's made as... Or actually, no, that's part of the bag, isn't it? Never mind. This bag is nice, though. I do like this bag. That tote bag is really nice. There's another tote bag as well, which is actually really cute. Yeah, that's the thing. Most of this stuff doesn't come out till Q3 2025, if I recall correctly. People were going on about that tote bag as well, and it looks really good. But it's mainly, the other thing I was looking at was the mat. So the play mat is really good. So I was looking at ordering that as well. It's actually pretty cheap, but it doesn't arrive until Q3 25 again, so. But let's skip over all that. Right, let's see. I'm not going to go too much into the Arcadian because... Right, so the main scenario quests, which is, of course, XIV, involves us rushing through the Underkeep of Castle Alexandria and then facing off with a recreation of the infamous General Beatrix wielding her techno save with the Queen, and it's going to be our new trial, which I cannot wait for. I'm a big fan of General Beatrix, so being able to fight her like this is really good. And then we have Disco Stew as well, of course. These are most of the stuff that they showed us the last time. Frontline Secure returns, okay, with various improvements. Okay, that's fine. It's pretty much around... It's around this point where I ended up cutting out because of everything going on in the background. So let's see here. What do they got to say? PvE, PvP, job adjustments. Nah, no. New role actually exclusive to large scale PvP. Okay, new DOS. Duty support for the something table of current. They said that last time, and then elegant torsos of mathematics. This is pretty much a repeat of what they said last time. We're still not really sure what these bubbles are we? I suppose we'll have to wait to find out, but the Limion architecture there, that's the same screenshot that we got last time, so the occult crescent. I still need to do this? Yes, I need to do it. Alright, so they're pretty much recapping what they did last time. Oh, there's Disco Stew. Okay. So what did he merge with? He looks like a Looney Tune. Does anyone get that impression from him? He looks like Bugs Bunny or something from Looney Tunes. The music is so good though.
確かにこいつに蹴られたらヤバそうな足をして
Oh, he has a nice voice actor in Japanese. Disco Frog there. Disco Stew. Look at his tail. His tail is huge.
ああなるほど
Yeah, he's cool. I'm not gonna boogie for too long though. Boogie, 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 boogie. Alright, so that's... Oh, this is new gear. Oh, those are nice. Take a look at those. That is some nice gear. Oh. That gun is... Wait. Where's that gun? Oh, it's not a gun. Oh, it's a side. Oh, nice. That is cool. They really went all in with the designs this time, didn't they? That's nice.
すごいですね
Maybe I'll have to raid again in order to get these weapons. Mecha Scythe. I'm assuming, like, I was... Maybe that's just artwork, but maybe when we actually draw it, it's just gonna be like an ethereal blade will come out of it again. Because it really doesn't look long enough for a scythe. Those daggers are nice though. Ooh, pretty. This staff is nice. It's bigger than the Lala. Leave us alone, Tamako. PvP updates. Warrior going ham. Right, I'm going to skip over PvP because there's nothing lore about it. Aside from the fact that I'm still convinced that this area is what remains of Allegan's capital city. I'll just leave that there. Lala sticks together, Tomiko. Lala sticks together. Right, skip over, skip over, skip over. Come on, skip over. That's nice. Look at that. Is that screen turned on its side? Yeah, it's a screen on its side. It's a USB plug-in screen that's turned on its side. It's nice use of it. Oh. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this comes from the occult, or it comes from Shade's Triangle. It looks definitely Final Fantasy IX gear, but it also looks traditional White Mage gear. So I wouldn't mind this coming in Shade's Triangle. But it's so clean. Look at that. And it's being worn by a scholar of all things. But look at it. It's just so clean. Like, I'm a fan. Like, I've said this a million times. I am a severe fan of simplicity. Especially in the gear I wear, which is why my characters are usually very simplistic when it comes to their designs. So, seeing a character like this and seeing gear like that is a big one for me because I'm a big fan of simplicity, and this is a prime example of looking amazing while just looking very basic, very clean, minimal amount of accessories and stuff like that. So big fan of that. Like that.
続いて次のブロックに
No more?
入りましょう。
行月のフィナーレの
Unlocked by increase. Okay, so this is the unlock.
コンプリートで
It reminds me of Space Engineers. If you play Space Engineers, this is what this reminds me of. Can be accessed by a disposable hand at level 10 or above. Yeah, so that's confirmation there that we can bring in even a low level crafter or gatherer. I'm gonna assume that maybe our rewards are less if we use a lesser leveled one. Possibly. I don't know. Ooh.
まあ空気あるんだけど
What's he wearing?
確かになん
Is that like an astronaut suit?
なら非課税はそのままで大丈夫な説。
まあこれからさらなる惑星にねパッチが進んだ時に他の星へ行った時にさ
Now I recall somebody said as well that we're gonna get an individual inventory for everything in the cosmic exploration, so we don't have to take up our own. And I'm all for that. But from a lore perspective, there's not really much I need to say about this because I don't know anything about it aside from the fact that it's on the moon. And that's it. Ooh.
まあねその星が
Hello.
異常気象
The heck is
に見舞わ
this?
れることが
Meteor
あって
shower.
この間緊急ミッションというのが受けられる
なるほど
ようになります。でこの緊急ミッションをコンプリートするたびに報酬獲得。でこれみんんなで繰り返し
I'm
コンプ
assuming
リー
this
トしてい
has
く
something to
と
do
こ
with
の
the
ゲー
quest
ジが上がってって
or whatever they're
全
doing.
部
ああなるほど。
はい埋まる
What
と
the heck is that?
まあねその星が
What was that?
異常気象に見舞われることがあってこの間緊急ミッションというのが受けられる。
I saw something
で
there.
この緊急ミッションコンプリートするたびに報酬獲得。でこれみんなで繰り返しコンプリートしていくとこのゲージが上がってって全部
ああなるほど。
はい
UFO
埋まると
I like that star show. I'm definitely going to perch myself somewhere around here, turn off the UI, and I'm gonna record this for a background at some point. I'll probably put it into a video or some kind. Oh, nice. Nice. Maybe there's only a breathable atmosphere around the crater. Maybe everywhere else doesn't have breathable atmosphere, which is I'm glad they're doing that. Because it never really made sense to me. Why can we breathe in Mare Lamentorum? I guess there is a shield around us or something. But everywhere else, you have to have your suit. I like that. It makes us look more immersed. Magic. It's magic. A wizard did it. A wizard did it.
待ってますよね。壊して
What was
イベ
that?
ントアクションを使って
Drill, 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 drill.
そうドリルを使って砕いて
It might, yeah, because this person's walking around without one. Yeah, that's a good point.
シンプルですね。
なるほどなるほど。
I'm assuming this is a star shower. So those stars that fell down is whatever the heck these are.
おお。でなんか集まってますよね。
They look like ethereal crystals.
そうそうそう、
はいはいはい
これを納品にする
あ納品する。ほうほう。あこれ。
Oh, this is like a fit. Oh, this is like this is like a feat.
私
So
は
it's like the
こな
firm.
せない
吉田さん。
That's not too bad. And we get a mech.
まあ
We saw the
ま
mech in the trailer, didn't
大
we?
量に
はいはいはい
What the hell is that? What is this?
このムーンクレジット
What was that?
まあ専用
I'm
ツール
assuming he's triggering
登
something.
録して
あは
やっていただいて
Gotcha?
まあどっちかを
出ました。
This is gotcha?
ああ迷うやつ。
そしてですねなんとここで若干新しいお知らせなんですが
どうしました。
さて超久しぶりですが、
はい
今回新しいカララントが追加されます
久々本当に
This
久
is
々。
gotcha, right? Okay, right. There's no lore here, so there's no lore here, so I have to move on. That's a nice mech, though. The size of that. Those who wish to pilot a mech must exchange lunar credits for a pilot application, and up to 5 applicants can be randomly selected. Oh, so not everybody can pilot a mech around, so it's only certain people. Oh, God. No. No, not the bloody thing again. We're all gonna be completing for exclusive titles, aren't we? It's the frickin' Saint of the Firmament all over again.
悩みました。
Where the bots are gonna win everything.
とにかく
Oh god.
この24時間
Please
中
don't. Please don't. Oh
はい
no.
こんな感じ
It is.
に
While I don't mind it, people with bots ruin the hell out of it. Oh, once you get it, you're locked out for many days. Okay, that's interesting. So you can't just use it all the time. Freaking bots. Yeah, if the bots are going to be using it then, that's going to piss me off. Oh, what's that? Oh. What be this?
何やら。
これがです。
The hell is this?
あ、噂の。
Oh, it's showing off gear, I'm assuming. Okay. Or, no. Why would it be showing off gear? These guys were here.
ホログラム。
That's not gear. Oh, this is people. Oh, oh, okay. This is, yeah, top players get a hologram. Okay. While I like that, the fact that bots ruin it annoys me. It was the one thing that annoyed me about the firmament. Like, I love the firmament, but the top 10 tables or top 100 tables or wherever it was got ruined by bots. I remember busting my ass for the first one. And I fished, and I fished, and I fished, and I fished, and I fished. And I was in the top 10. And you know what happened? Like an hour before the tables were tallied, the bots handed in their thing and I got bumped down to like 13th place. And I was pissed off. And I said, I'm never doing that again. So I did the bare minimum in the firmament when it came to that stuff. I did the fates and stuff. But the grinding and stuff like that, fuck no. Not doing that again.
各ギャザラークラフターの集で
I'm very passionate about that. Development of a star progresses separately by world. Yeah, same with the firmament. Explorers, right? None of this is lore, so I need to skip over this. Oh, I'm not skipping over this. I really wish I was there. Oh, I wanted to be there so much. Japan gets the best stuff. Come on, world tour. Come to Europe, please. I think their tour is only in Japan, right? If they were coming to Europe, I would have been going. So I know they're not coming to Europe. Oh, he's wearing a regulator. I didn't notice that. It's on the wrong side of his head. They usually wear it over here, right? Or, no, over here. Look at these people. Oh, it would have been so good to be in that crowd. Damn. It would have been so good to be in that crowd. Amanda? This is why everybody loves Amanda. She's so universal when it comes to the songs she can sing. No, I saw this. I watched this whole thing. I watched it start to finish and I rocked along with it. It was so good. But just seeing it again, because it's been a while. So it's so good. Or if you're asking about the live letter, I have watched the live letter. Alright, here we go. The juicy stuff. Patch 7.25. So we have, what, a month or two? Maybe a month? 2 months. I'd say probably 2 months. Maybe they'll give us dates or something. But the Occult Crestlands comes out at this point.
はい、お願いします。
Which is
まずは
good.
こちらもですね、始め方。
はい
あれ、さっき始め方ってひらがなじゃいます。
Unlocked by completing main story quest Dawn Trail. Yeah. Players must have a discipline to war magic at level 100. Okay.
となっています。
Rather than using duty finder players must speak where designated NPC to enter. So same with the other similar events like Gangos. May 27th. Okay, so we have a couple of months. That's good. Okay. Oh, it's good and not good, but yeah, it is what it is. The Occult Crescent is split up into instances with up to 72 players able to join a single instance. So it's similar to the older ones, yeah. Knowledge level. Knowledge level is a separate leveling system used within the Occult Crescent. Okay, so it doesn't use the same leveling system, okay. And the difference between your level and that of enemies will greatly influence damage dealt and taken. So, same system as last time. People really agreed with that system. Upon being incapacitated at knowledge level 5 and above, you will lose experience points where you're not right. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Right. None of this is to do with lore. Give me the lore. Oh, they're showing it off. Good. Good, that is good. Alright, let me have a look. Bubbles. The Occult Crescent South Horn. It's so good to see this. Is there an Ozma in here? Maybe like I know we've seen Proto Ozma already, but maybe there's another one in here. Oh. Look at this place. Oh, hello. Oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Hello. Oh, no, I've gone back too far. You remember these? We saw these in the Binding Coil of Bahamut. I think we saw them once more afterwards, or maybe twice. But seeing them here is interesting. There's a big one and a smaller one. I'm going to assume these two things will merge together. Or maybe split off. Or I think they'll probably try and merge together. That's good. I haven't seen them in a while. Okay, so this is him entering the range. So this is the cinematic we're going to get when we enter. Alright. He's over here. This is tallying our levels, I think. PH Freelancer. Oh, he just left. Okay. I was like, what the hell was that? Oh, nothing's jumping out at me just yet. I mean, the Aether Eye's pretty cool. Standard fare that we'd see in all the other instances of this sort of content being created. Like the Southern Front was very similar to this. It's primarily the architecture and the fates that I'm really caring about, because those fates are going to have some lore tidbits for us, hopefully. He's explaining the mechanics here, I think, so there's not really much to say about that, though. Phantom Freelancer. Yeah, this Phantom system is interesting. I'd like to learn more about it, but unfortunately I can't speak Japanese yet. Phantom Knight. Yeah, so it's, as I recall, it's adding all the classes that we never ended up getting, alongside a few that we are familiar with. So Chemist and stuff like that is getting added. Time Mage. The fact that they're able to add them into this system is really good. I like that. Alright, so they're going over this sort of stuff. Can you give us any more tidbits though into... Okay, so there's multiple Aether. Yeah, it's similar to the systems we've seen before. There's a lot of stuff walking around. That's fine. Oh. Ochu. Nothing jumping out at me yet. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is something spawning, is it? Is a fate gonna spawn here? Or? Oh yeah, a fate's gonna pop in. So it's giving the people warning ahead of time. So the fate's not just popping in and everybody starting it. So they're getting a warning. And then the fate's gonna spawn. That's good. I like that. So people will have time to get there. Although it's probably gonna make people AFK in base a lot more frequently now. Because they'll just stay in the base. As soon as the fate pops up, then they'll run out. Because they'll have time to do that. I hope this works. But again, nothing from a lore perspective that I... Oh, actually, hang on. What's the enemy? An Aurochs. Okay.
始まると
It's
こ
a
うなる
different
はい
style of one, but...
私は今一人で
Oh, this is a fight. Never
Hi.
mind. Okay. Oh, well, no, it's a fate again,
Yeah.
but it's just within an arena. So you have to be standing in there, and then the arena forms. Okay, never mind.
そうね、
うん
Okay. Oh, he's dead. Naoki, no.
はい
Aetheryte. I kind of see influences from all three. Do you know that? The orb reminds me of Maki. It does remind me more of Maki. Like, it has some of the sloped sides and stuff like that that are from Andapori. It kind of looks like it was influenced by all three cultures.
はい
Interesting.
解像度も高いです、
高い
Oh yeah, we'll get more lore into everybody essentially that's involved with this, which is going to be good.
フィールドでのバトル
Baltonical Crescent. Okay,
まあ
give us some
単純に
information. The higher a fiend's knowledge level is above yours, the harder it beats its defeat. Okay, same stuff that we already knew from the previous ones. That's fine. Unfortunately, I'm not doing a breakdown. I'm doing a breakdown from a lore perspective. So, oh, Goobus.
これですねこれ
Hello, my friends. How are you, my Goobus?
でここにボタンあります
What's he fight? Oh,
これ
he's
は
fighting
ちょっ
a
となかなか
Oh, you got it.
あ
And these are his actual skills. Yeah, so this is pretty much the same thing as Bosja and Zadnor. With some improvements. They've improved upon the model of Bosja. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. Haven't seen you in a long time. We've only seen this creature once. And if you remember, it was a creation of Omega. Hello. What are you doing here? That is interesting.
起きて
I wonder what the story is with you, young man. Interesting.
はいこいつまあ一番気軽なや
That'll be good. Can't wait to see what... Oh.
たくさんの人数で戦い
Turtle Man. And everybody's in the air. Oh, I'm assuming they're flying because he's going to do some sort of earth attack or something. That's what I'm just assuming. Amdapori architecture. So this is where you fight the living wall. Or the demon wall, rather. Up to 48 players can challenge this dungeon featuring numerous bosses. Players must use a special item to gain entry. As I recall, they said that you gain the ability to gain entry, and then you stand by the door, and then 48 players are selected by random of the people standing outside, and they all get to go in. I like this. I like the sound of that system, to be honest. Instead of having to randomly just queue up or something like that, just stand outside the door. As they explore the isle, players can acquire ciphers. When 16 or more players use these ciphers at a designated location, an ethereal node will activate, teleporting them to the tower's halls after a brief period. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much what I said. Should more than 48 players be standing upon the ethereal node, players will be randomly selected for teleportation. Yeah, again, just what I said. I tuned in for this part of the live letter before then the noise started again. I love his shirt. Is this a shirt we know about? I don't remember this shirt. This shirt is nice. I want this shirt. Let's look into that. Anything else? Gaining access to the tower. As they explored... Oh, no, it's exciting. Oh. Should you happen to find a treasure chest while traversing the wilds, the spoils are yours to keep, so feel free to open and you may find Mimic. We know it's a bloody Mimic. I know it's a Mimic. I know a
そし
Mimic
て
when I
です
see a
ね
Mimic.
ちょっとした要素としてですね、こちら
That is a magic
ポッ
pot.
トというものがありまして、モンスターに
Magic pots, magic pots, magic pots, magic pots, magic pots. Magic pots. I don't recall magic pots in Maki runes, or Andropori runes, or Limion runes. For some reason, the only magic pot that's coming to my mind are the ones in the Crystal Tower, and the one that's sitting in Lanosia that gives you a minion. They're very rare, aren't they? Maybe they're going to give us some more
で
insight.
襲われているマジックポット
Rescue magic pots from monsters and offer them an elixir to receive hints about the location of treasure. Okay, so they're little helpful void scent that are given us a hand. And these things are void scent, so just so you're aware. So I'm going to assume these things are related to the Maki side of all of this, because this thing is a void scent.
と助け
It's
て
one of the lower void scent, but a void scent nonetheless. You sent something far to the northwest. Okay, it's going to be one of those things. So a lot of people are going to have these things following around. Currencies, okay. Enlightenment silver pieces, primarily required from fates and critical encounters. Enlightenment gold pieces, from defeating monsters in the wild.
ぜひ皆さんの目で
Interesting.
さらに楽しみにしておりますし
Patch 7.25 is the Occult Crescent releases. So, so this is the schedule.
クリア
And I still get a lot of Tower of Babel vibes from this.
目指して頑張っていただけると嬉しいなこの辺りは今
New
の
Phantom Jaws in 7.4, New Area and Phantom Jaws 7.5. It's the same release schedule as Budget then.
もう制作じわじわ解除されて置いていかれね
Oh. Pretty. I like that. That's pretty. I'm assuming it's double dyed as well, so.
ピントが防具
Ooh, Wolfie. That is cool. I like that. That is really, really detailed. Ooh. I approve of that. The nubs, not so much. Maybe if it was the claws, it would have looked really cool. Because she has clawed fingers. So having these with claws would have been cool. But it's still cool though. What's this? Oh, pirate. Ooh. Not pirate. I was gonna say conquistador. Actually, yeah, he probably looks like a conquistador. Bunny rabbit.
使えそう
Do you know what? Kexel, if you're watching, I know you're gonna love this. This is the sort of glamour my friend Kexel will be wearing. Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't message me today, or maybe he did with this. I'm assuming he freaked out the moment he saw it, because that's kind of like his style.
で、よし
Oh, he's showing off minions. Oh yeah, I remember this. I tuned in for this part as well. He showed me the bird. That bird is really cool. I like this bird.
相当なるし監修
But there's no other lore that they'll give us. It was mainly in the trailer, wasn't it?
こ
New
いつ回
mounts.
したらどうなる
Is there nothing else
た
you
ら
can
また
give
プ
us?
リントしていただいて
セントアイルと
Release schedule. Okay. So, okay. So March 20. Yeah. So we know it's released on March 25th, day before my birthday. Can't wait. April 1st, April Fools. We get Savage Mode. Yeah, 2 weeks after. Actually, no. It's 1 week after. Or am I going nuts? That's new. I don't think they've ever done that before. They usually give us 2 weeks. Yeah, so a patch comes out on this Tuesday, and then 2 weeks later we get the Savage Mode. They're only waiting a week. That's new. They've never done that before. I assume they have their reasons, but maybe it's because of the rest of the content they need to add that they felt like they needed to just wait a week. It says 1 week there. Why didn't I read that? Jesus, I need to read. April 22nd is the Cosmic Exploration, so this is 3 weeks. Or actually, no. This is a month after the release of the patch. We get the Cosmic Exploration. I'm fine with that, to be honest. Then 2 months is the release of the Occult Crescent. Fair. and then more Hildebrand Ridge. That's plenty of time for me to catch up on Hildebrand then. Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that. And the new merch, that suit is cool. I could see myself rocking the suit. You know, I could walk around FanFest. Oh, they're putting on the suits. Okay. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. They don't have to put them on. Oh, so that is a headband after all. Okay. I was wondering about that because it kind of looked like a
夜中
watch.
にバタバタしてすいません。確
だ
かに
ってこれ
こうなると着ぐるみだわ。
だってこれ入るこれ。あ、
I think we're gonna get a lot of people at FanFest rocking around in these outfits.
ダメだと思う。あれ
And I could see myself doing it, to be honest. If they had a Spriggan version, I'd be rocking it.
嘘ベリっていきそうなんだけど。
It's so baggy.
ちょっとボタンをいっぱい。
どこに足
Oh, it has buttons as well. It's not Velcro. That's good.
そして俺のサ
I
イズでい
hate
いの
Velcro
大丈夫なの
clothes. Pisses me off.
意外といけますよ。
本当？
はい。
でもさ、この前違うのよ。この前掛けさ、
前掛け
You can't put the outfit on.
あれさ無理だよね。びっくりした。
Come on, you can put it on. It looks like
ってことは俺
jammies.
チョコボってこと？
そういうことですね。
I'm assuming they are jammies.
すれば一人でもつけれるか
Oh,
も
as
し
a
れない。
chicken.
これにゴーグルつけていけんじゃねこうやって。
そんな人山から落ちてくるの怖いな。いけるかいけないかで言えばいけるでしょ。
いけるよ。
Oh, protect this man at all costs. Okay, new merch. Yeah, loungewear, headbands, totes. The totes are really nice. These badges are also very nice. Those are headbands, yeah. Oh, so that does come as part of that. Okay, that's nice. I think I want that. But as far as lore goes, there's no other lore for me to talk about. I want this. See this? I'm getting this. I'm gonna buy this. I looked it up. It's $30 to buy it, and it's $10 shipping, and then $10 taxes. So those tariffs are going up. To buy this, so it would cost me around $55, which is about 48 euro. I can't believe dollars and euro are so close right now. It's unreal. I've never seen them this close. But that mat, I really want it. It's nice and wide, but it's also much more narrow than the other one. So it's actually it's really nice. And the tarot is on it, which I severely approve of, and of course Kyle. I think I do want this, but Q3 2025, I don't want to wait that long. I think I will order it though, just so I have. Oh, that's so nice. Look at that. That artwork is so good. FF14 Easthand Special Collection. New collaboration items will become available on Moody Mark. Is that a clothing line or something? Or oh, it's beer. I'm assuming that's beer, right? Is that beer? Is that whiskey? Oh, it's malt. Ooh. Right, if you are ever looking for a collector's item or something that would appreciate in value, alcohol is the way to go. I could see you buying those. The boxes look very flimsy, but it's mainly the bottle you're concerned about. They could appreciate in value. That would be a prime investment piece. Do you know what? I might buy one. Specifically, if I could get my hands on one, I'll buy one. Specifically for the fact that it would be an investment piece. He's showing off the shirt as well. Okay, so we are getting this shirt. Please say we're getting this shirt.
ちゃんと流行りのモロコシさんもちゃんとおる。
Oh, stickers. Okay.
ね。
Japan gets the best stuff. Oh, this is the sad face. Only they get to do the thing.
これですね。
すごいですよね。詳しいだと思いますので。
Alright, there's nothing else. There's no more lore. Dang. I want that shirt. Yeah, I really want that shirt. Right, there's no more lore to go through. We've pretty much gone through. Yummy. I kind of want some tea now as well. But I think we're like standing around here when the lights and all or actually no, you know what? I think we're standing here. So the lights shut off, we get struck by lightning, and then Sveen turns up again. She's like, "Give me the key or die." bring art figures based on class arts. I wouldn't mind that at all. I think they've done it with the plastic kind of flat things. I can't remember what they're called. But they've never done full figures like that. I wouldn't mind them, but the FF14 figures, from my viewpoint, seem to be very flimsy. I've noticed a lot of people are getting figures and they're broken. Or they break very easily once they have them. So you'd be walking on eggshells, like if you breathe on it, it's gonna snap in two or something. But yeah, there's no more lore to add. There's no more lore to go over. I suppose then, just to finish off, let's go over the trailer again. Just once more. See if there's anything from the trailer we missed. Burbs. Okay. When are we going to revisit Garlemald? I want to go back and fix Garlemald. Please let that be like in 8.3 or something, or 8.2. Let us have a boss jet equivalent or affirmative equivalent of the cosmic exploration equivalent for fixing Garlemald. I want that. I want to go back to Garlemald and I want to fix stuff. Statues. I don't think we ever got anything like this before. I don't recognize it. The wall, of course, we recognize. Well, it's a different version, but it's the same thing. But, oh, look at the back. Ooh, hang on. It's got, oh yeah, I'm assuming these things flip around, you know that? So it does this, and I think these heads rotate around. So the people here will be fighting this side, and then the other side will be fighting the demon wall's head, maybe? So maybe there's going to be like 3 enemies that you can fight. But they're all just in one giant block, which is cool. Always been a fan of the demon wall. And then you have this creation as well, which is really nice. I'm still curious about this damn shadow. It's got like a tail. It's got like a slithery tail. Do you know what? If I was going to call it anything, I'd say it was a cobalt. That shadow, yeah. If I was going to say that that creature was anything, it's a cobalt. Because it's running like that. And you know cobalts kind of run like that. Kind of like on all, well, all 3s or all 4s. And then it's here. Hey, darkness. I'm just gonna say it. That's a cobalt. I'm gonna say that's a cobalt or something the equivalent of a cobalt. Didn't we get a cobalt or some? Didn't we get a new version of cobalt for? No, that wasn't cobalt. What was it? Oh, I'm having a total brain blank. Oh, yeah, these are goblins. I think that's a cobalt. I'm just going to say it. I think that's a cobalt. Because you see it scurrying along. It has a tail. Like, look at it. Yeah, I'm going to say cobalt. And then look at that. That is such a view. I'm assuming this is underground as well, you know? So nice. I like the fact that there's a Neuralink. I think this is in Antihorus. It's a different dragon than we've seen before. Give me a better look at your face, big guy. There you go. Oh, look at that. This is a very different dragon than we're familiar with. Right, what are we thinking about this dragon? We know many dragon corpses were sacrificed to the void by the Elegants. And Andapur, Nim, and Maki, importantly, come after the Elegant Empire. This is possibly a summoned void send using a dragon. Because we know the dragon corpses that were sacrificed to the void send were altered and changed into very different looking creatures than the typical dragon that we recognize. So I think this is a void scent with some very interesting looking augmentations. But the neural link as well is really interesting. I like the fact that it has neural links around its neck. This could easily be an elegant creation, you know that? This could be some remnant of Alag. Because they did experiment a lot on dragons, don't forget. Yeah, this is Amdapor again, with multiple creations. I don't know what this is, though. Unicorn, and then... Look at that. Isn't it just pretty? Look at it, it's so pretty. And it reminds me of Upper Lanosia, with the water. Another elegant zombie dragon, damn right. But look at that, the expansion of the Amdapori ruins. Oh, not the Amdapori, the expansion of the Limion ruins. It's so nice. That's the building we saw in the distance with the cog sticking out of it. It's so nice though, look at it. Oh, I can't wait to get into this place. We're gonna have to wait like 2 months though. But still, it's so good. I can't wait. Hi Sveen, what's the story? And we got the moon. We're talking about the moon. Right, let's see if there's anything we can spot here. Right, so this stuff is going on. This is outside the Arcadian. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, so the people are running into the Arcadian for, I'm assuming, shelter? Is this possibly not related to the MSQ? What do we think? Oh, hi. That was us there. Hang on. Take a look there. That's us swinging our sword. It's very subtle. Right there. Like, right there. Is that us? No. Oh, this is the Resistance fighting automated drones. So the automated drones are fighting against people again. Oh my freaking god, turn these freaking things off. These things do not deserve to be around anymore. And we have people fighting them. I would have assumed that was us. These look like Arcadian fighters. I think this scene is actually from the Arcadian. From the storyline of the Arcadian. Do you know what I think's happening? Alright, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. I think that news about psychonecrosis is getting out and the fighters are getting pissed off because now they know they're about to die. Or they're doomed to die. And they're staging a revolt. So these are all Arcadian fighters who are fighting against the Arcadian. And a lot of them are rushing into the Arcadian right now. And this is the security of the Arcadian trying to stop these fighters from rebelling. Maybe the two storylines do cross. It might be interesting. Maybe what happens in the Arcadian grows out of what happens in the MSQ in 7.2. It's entirely possible that you have to complete the MSQ of 7.2 in order to continue with the Arcadian. That's entirely possible. But yeah, this is not the... This is where the funeral took place. So this is up near the administrative sector. What's happening there though? Oh, that's a lightning strike. Yeah, okay. So multiple people have gotten struck by lightning. And she's feeling sorry for herself. And we're clearly pissed off here, aren't we? Look at him. He's so annoyed. Maybe she caused this. Maybe she caused something to happen. I don't know. Who the hell who are these people? Who are they? This is not a flashback. It's not an echo experience. I'm assuming members of the Resistance. And then you get the siege. Yeah. Sveen crying her eyes out. Oh. So. I'm assuming this is Alpha No healing somebody. Then Graha getting ready to fight. Kryl is standing alongside him. So I'm assuming they're standing near the marketplace defending the people. Y'shtola is there as well. No sign of Thancred or Urianger, but we didn't see them in the previous storyline either. So I think they're still doing their business, wandering around. Tataru still hasn't moved her business ventures into this place yet. Puddings. It's just a random like puddings. Hello, puddings. Everything's techno in nature down here. Oh, I can't wait to get in there. The fact that it just looks like Castle Alexandria on the inside is just so good. And this is going to be a cool fight. But this is going to be the best fight. It's going to be so good. Look at it. Evil. Epic. Save the queen. Please use Chim Hazard. Yeah. Right, what do we think here? So this looks, it kind of looks like an Echo flashback, doesn't it? And then Arcadian is there. The Arcadian was already off, and now the power is completely off. And now the whole city's dark. Disco Stew can still bugaloo. We're summoning our stone against Beatrix. Yeah, more than likely. That's cool, isn't it? Can we glean any detail from it? Nice tablet though, ain't it? So he's activating something, so I'm assuming this is the power grid. Or it could be an information database. Accessing blocks of information here. It's cool though. And then we get struck by frickin' lightning. Electrode. Electrode. Electrode's a Pokemon. Electrope. Right, can we glean anything from ffxiv here? The fact that he's talking truer though. Look at that. Ominous looking. I am here to be your salvation. And now she wants the key for interdimensional fusion. I don't know. I'm still not sure about this person's gender. I'm getting both feminine and masculine notes from it. I'm gonna this person reminds me of Kyrie from Kingdom Hearts, you know that? Like, if it wasn't for the artwork of 7.2, I would have said this was a female. But a lot of people are talking about Pastaroth. Pastaroth is one of them that's MIA, yeah. There's I think there's 4 Asians that are MIA. 4 of the Convocation Asians, mind you. The lesser Asians, we still don't, they're underlings and stuff. We don't really know what happened to them. Pastaroth is one of them, though, yeah. A lot of people are assuming this is Pastaroth. It could be an Asian hanging on for dear life, which is why they have the implant. And it kind of chimes with the character itself. I had a thing, didn't I? Okay. The encyclopedia's come out. Okay. Hang on. Where's my thing? Where's the thing? Where's the thingy? Nope, too far. Nope, there we go. Okay. Pastaroth, the Arbiter, conservator of order and the collective will. Conservator of order and the collective will. So what does that mean? Conservator of order. So one who maintains order. And the collective will. So a conservator of the collective will. So ensuring that the collective will of the people is... Yeah, to ensure the will of the collective people is heard, listened to, and respected. So what if the collective will of the people of Alexandria is to use the regulators and live on? So Pastrot kind of like emulating his old job as Pastrot of ancient Aetheris. Art, what? Hang on, let me... Hang on, Arbiter. Arbiter, a person who settles a dispute or has the ultimate authority in a matter. A person whose views or actions have influence on a particular sphere. An arbiter of taste. Yeah. Yeah, so essentially what I thought it was. Right. Let's assume that's not... Well, let's assume it's Nassian, but it's not Pastrot. Who else is on the board? Let's see. Ultimate is on the board. The Composer, Advocate of Aesthetics and Myriad Arts. I suppose it would be nice to have a singer around. I'm pretty sure Halmarut is dead. Or I think Gaius got Halmarut. Nabrialis is gone. Igiorum is gone. Dudelaphon. I think Dudelaphon is still on the board somewhere. Or maybe he's the one that Gaius got. Amiraloth is gone. Logriff, of course, is gone. Metron's gone. Yeah, there's probably only 4 more left on the board that we know about, but I think Pastrot is probably the most likely option. If I was going to say this is Pastrot, it's plausible. Their old role kind of does chime with that, but don't forget what makes up an Ascian, or one of the lesser Ascians, one of the sundered Ascians rather. Don't forget what makes one of them up. So, a sundered Ascian is a fragment of one of the Convocation members. So they're reborn on one of the reflections. They're living their life, and they might be encountered as an adult by one of the Unsundered, and they say, we're going to give you your old station as a member of the Ascians, as one of the old Convocation members. And they use their stone, which, don't forget, this stone are creations of the Unsundered, based upon the memories that those 3 had about those particular people. And those memories are given to this person, and it forms who they end up being. But their original personality heavily influences this person, who they end up being. So this Pastrot may have actually been someone who was born in Alexandria a long time ago, and then they got given the station of Pastrot. And then when the Unsundered ended up going and Fandaniel started doing his crazy things, Pastrot may have returned to Alexandria, but still has the powers, I suppose. Yeah, they're a shadow. Yeah, a lot of people have the mistaken impression that the stones of the Convocation members contain their memories. It doesn't. It contains the memories of the 3 Unsundered, how they remember their Convocation members. So they have great memories, but it's just based upon that. Which is why Emet-Selch also created a stone for Azem, containing everything they knew or thought about the original Azem. And they were a friend of Azem, so they knew him rather well. But I think that's pretty much everything we needed to go through. So I don't think there's anything else we need to go through, actually. Gibbies. I'm assuming she's still around here. Yep, she's still rocking around. Look, still searching out. Their homes look like overgrown pottery. Yeah, they do. Right, so let's see. Fandaniel and such, though, if I recall the La Habrea Pandemonium scenario. Yeah, pretty much. Like, Fandaniel never had a chance. Amon had such a dominant personality that even though he was given the memories of what they thought about Fandaniel, Amon was the dominant personality, so it wasn't overwritten by the memories of Fandaniel. Fandaniel was a fairly passive individual, don't forget, so a very dominant one like Amon easily took over and played coy, essentially. He played the good little lassie until the time was right. But I think we're going to end it there because there's nothing else we really need to go through. And I'm going to finish my video. So I have a theory video that's going to come out tomorrow. I've pretty much done the entire timeline. I need to just clean it up. And I think I might redo the thumbnail. I think I will redo the thumbnail actually. But the video is pretty much ready. I just need to clean up a couple of bits, render it, upload it, and then it should be up tomorrow. Then frankly, we have only grown to know the Unsundered. Yeah, pretty much. We've only known the Unsundered and the memories of the Unsundered. Essentially, that's all we've known. We never knew the original. We never knew the original Sundered Asians. The only one we knew was Fandaniel. Oh, no, sorry. The only one we knew was Fandaniel, aka Hermes. So he's the only Sundered Asian we ever got to know. And he's literally he's probably the most tragic character in FF14, you know that? I feel really, I'm probably going to make a video about Hermes / Fandaniel at some point, because he's such a tragic character. I mean, he just wished for something different because he didn't like the way people treated life. He just wanted something different. Like, he didn't want to end everything, and it ended up happening. He's such a tragic individual. And that fragment of his soul, even though it was Amon, it didn't deserve frickin' oblivion. I know the rest of his soul is somewhere merged together or something. But that was a big part of the original Fandaniel's soul, or Hermes' soul. But then again, Hermes' memories did flow into the ethereal sea, so there's that. Either way, I think I'm done there. I'm going to finish my video, I'm going to upload it, and then we're going to be good to go from there. So, I think I'm going to sign up there, unless anybody else has any questions. And I don't think there's anything I missed. Let me just check out the site once more, just to make sure. Let's see. The Queen of Reason has made a miraculous return and bears a message to her troubled subjects. Become endless, and eternal life is yours. Yeah, sure. While such a promise may provide solace to some, others still fear the icy touch of death approaches. And then you have her. But there's nothing else I really need to go through, is there? All the other stuff has already been done. That's cool, isn't it? Nothing. Nope. He's returning, which is surprising. I was expecting the other one, to be honest. I was expecting the other girl, or whatever the hell he's called, but I wasn't expecting our old friend. But I'm not too unhappy to see him. Mulder's a side quest. I think they come after, don't they? Or maybe they come right away. I'm not really sure. But that's it. I think I'm just going to finish everything there. So, everybody, I appreciate you showing up for this breakdown, essentially. There wasn't as much for lore to break down in the live letter as I thought, to be honest. I was hoping there was going to be more lore in it, but again, they really didn't give us that much, did they? The trailer gave us loads, though. I'm excited for this new patch, so I'm looking forward to that. I'll be able to digest that as much as I can, and then after about a month, we get, or 2 months, we get the occult. Yeah, I was expecting Geralt from Alexandria. I was expecting him to start making some techno weapons for us, because they're pushing this poor lad's skills to the very limit. Like, he's going to be using phantom weapons, or whatever phantoms are. Hurried by circumstances, financial and otherwise, Aorte's finest weaponsmith finds himself on a treacherous journey bound for seas unknown. Yet amidst the peril is an opportunity to achieve a new pinnacle of weapon fabrication, harnessing arcane powers as potent as they are illusionary. They are illusory. What the hell is that? I've never heard of illusory. What the hell is illusory? Based on illusion, not real. I've never heard that word before. Or maybe I have. I don't know. Harnessing arcane powers as potent as they are illusionary. As potent as they are not real? I'm going to have to play the Hildebrand storyline, because I haven't played any of Hildebrand's story yet. I really wish they'd update his model. Do you know that? Like, he's got the new shading along with everybody else, but they could have dressed him up a bit differently now. I mean, this guy's been around since the beginning. Give him an update. Give him like a new dress or something. Like, it's just a new outfit. I mean, he's pretty iconic, but he could have done with a touch up. Either way. Alright, I'm going to end it there. So, thanks guys, I appreciate you coming out, and hopefully we'll get some more lore information soon. But either way, I'm going to get everything else sorted out for tomorrow. And I'll probably make a lore video then before I go to London for Distant Worlds. I'll try and make a video before I go to London, but don't quote me on that. I might get halfway done with it. I haven't played since Stormblood, so I learned... Ah, Will, you have to play. Come on. Shadowbringers was so good. Play Shadowbringers and then come back to us. I think you can still play for... I don't know if you can play for free or not. But it's so good. Come on. Try it out. Right. I'm going to leave it there. I need to put myself into a proper teleportation spot. Pick a job class for you. Stormblood is level 70. What unlocks at 70? If I was going to pick a job class for you. Dancer. No. Do you know what? Will, I see you as a gunbreaker. Roll gunbreaker. And I don't have a character, so it's from scratch. Okay, so you can't play them because they're unlocked later. In that case, what is Will? What do I see Will as? This is hard. Black Mage. I say Black Mage because it's probably one of the more lore-rich jobs, and I love Black Mage. Even though I'm not playing Black Mage right now, I've played Black Mage over the years, and it's actually really good. I really enjoy Black Mage. I haven't played it in this. Actually, no, I left that button there because there was nothing to replace it at level 90, but I haven't really leveled my Black Mage yet. I think you should try it and play Black Mage. The game's changed a lot. Like, a lot of it's been streamlined. But Black Mage is very good. You can be like Yoshi P and roll a Lalafell. You have to play Lalafell. Lalafels were amazing. I mean, look at us. We're outstanding. Lalafels are the best thing since sliced bread. And we come on all sorts of flavors. But yeah, Black Mage or Scholar. If you decide you wanted to do a healer, then play healer. But I'd say Black Mage, because Black Mage's lore and their storyline is really good. I really enjoy their storyline. So, yeah, Black Mages they're the go-to. Alright, I'm heading off, so I'm going to end the stream here, but I appreciate everybody showing up, and it's Paddy's Day weekend, so I get 3 days. I get Monday off, thank God. Don't know if I'll do anything. I'll probably just laze around. I've been to too many Paddy's Day already, but I will relax and just hopefully probably get stuff done. Maybe I'll write a script or something on Monday. By the way, everybody enjoy your weekend, and look forward to my video which comes out tomorrow. It's a great theory. I enjoyed making it, and it's a theory that I'm like, I can get behind this theory. Maybe for like 8.0, I don't know. One day. I think one day it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna come all the way back to my theory. So look forward to my video, which I think I'll schedule, assuming I get it uploaded tonight, which I think I will. It should be up and running by tomorrow. So everybody, have a good night and have a good one.